Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Stellaris Mass Effect Edition. We are just jumping right in here. We are going to take some Corvettes out for a spin, and we're going to deal with a space amoeba fleet that killed one of our scientists. It wasn't cool. It wasn't very cool. We ended up researching the project, and we took the modifier to damage, of course, and we're just gonna go. We're gonna go do some pest control. We have another science ship we need to build. Last episode, we replaced that first science ship that got blown up with a dedicated archaeologist. The Yogg. We've found the Yogg. Hey, how are the Yogg doing? Yogg are hegemonic imperialists, authoritarian xenophobes. Okay, so there we go. That's our first heal. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and give a terse but still somewhat friendly greeting. The Yogg are right out here. Interesting. Okay, so the Yogg are actually going to be blocking our expansion upward. We can maybe get into an early war with the Yogg, and perhaps gain our first protectorate. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, there's no way we're incorporating these folks into the council, right? They're xenophobes, authoritarians. Yeah, suspicious attitude. Will not join a federation with the Asari Republics. Asari Republics vote no. Yeah, that's going to be one heck of a bad PR job we're going to have to do there to get them on our side. So let's go ahead and get things started here. No love lost between the Yogg Dominion and the Turian hierarchy. We're going to send one of our envoys to harm relation, and we are going to declare rivalry. So that does a couple things for us. One, it'll make the Asari like us more, which, I mean, we don't really need that, but hey. It will give us some influence gain, and it will also please our factions, specifically this faction right here, which is led by our leader, Primarch Adrian Fictus. And that faction, one of their things they wanted was they wanted a rivalry, so we've got a rivalry now. Maybe we'll conquer the Yogg and protectorate them and enlighten them to the benefits of military service and egalitarian citizen stratocracy, and then that'll please them even more. All right, let's see. Our science ship is still not built. That's because we're paused. Lando system we're not able to find space amoebas. We're just going to leave our ship here, and they're going to escort this science ship up out here. Keep going out this way. Ocean world. That's cool. I think the Asari can live there. Yeah, we'll send an Asari ship over that way. Science ship spawned. Pause. Let's go ahead and grab a scientist. We're going to take anomaly discovery chance. It's going to spam our inbox, but that's okay. Switch to passive stance. Move to Tyrar. Do this dance around that group, and then survey Lando system once we land. So, I actually had a thought kind of idly occur to me. Oh, we did our first ascension perk. I'll finish this thought first, and then we'll go back to that. This system right here has a pre-generated megastructure. It's called an Orbital Elysium. It appears to be like a ring world that's just like hanging out above a planet. Like a smaller ring world, I guess. I was thinking that once we wipe out that fleet, this would be a great place to colonize and make the capital of our empire, specifically our Federation capital. We could give it a name, like, I don't know, Citadel or something. It doesn't exactly align, but I thought the coincidence was too much to be ignored, so I think that's what our plan is going to be once we get a bit more fleet power. Okay, our fleet is here standing by, ready to escort the science ship as it explores the rest of the system. So, science ship is in hyperlane. It has arrived? No, hasn't arrived yet. Found new aliens. Alright, we're going to have our fleet follow this science ship, just in case those amoebas show back up again. And we're going to have our science ship fleet status shift to evasive. Actually, we can keep it on passive for now, because it's got an escort. We'll just need to remember to deal with that later. This science ship up here, we were going to want to switch back to evasive now that it has gone through. It is busy excavating that archaeological site, and we have some unfinished business. So, during our previous conversation about the Elysium, we finished this tech tree, this tradition tree rather, diplomacy. Now we have an ascension perk. So we have a lot of ascension perks to choose from. As you can tell, we are playing with a mod that adds a lot of traditions, which is important because I'm also playing with a lot of mods that add a lot of ascension perks. And so having more tradition trees means you get more ascension perks, which is kind of important. The ones we have here at the beginning aren't terribly interesting. We will probably take one of them instead of saving them, just because that's kind of the way I like to play things. All else being equal, I think that we could probably take Interstellar Dominion or Mastery of Nature. One Vision is okay, and it also helps with the fact that our pops are repugnant, so they have decreased amenities efficiency. Technological ascendancy is not a bad one to take either. We don't get tech alternatives, which is really good. We just get a research speed buff and a slight buff to the appearance of rare technologies. Civics, we get a civic slot. We get more influence. Oh, interesting. Monthly influence increased by 0.3 for each government perk unlocked, including this one. That sounds like an interesting one. I've never taken that one before. This one appears to just improve the functioning of our bureaucrats, and our bureaucrats now produce energy. That's kind of cool, I guess. Imperial prerogative, gained increased administrative capacity. Not a big deal. Transcendent learning. This one's fine. Our leaders are not especially long-lived, though, so I think it's kind of not as good as it could be. An executive vigor, more edict capacity, and edict length increased. So this one is unquestionably extremely good. So executive vigor is a very, very good ascension perk, because edict cost reduction is like really huge. Like in the late game when we're doing ambitions, that's going to save us a lot of unity. But I don't think we really want to take it. I don't think it's going to do anything for us right now. We kind of want to have a little bit of oomph. So I'm actually kind of tempted to take this Ascendancy of the State. Let's take a look at what civics we could gain. We did that. So we could gain warrior culture. Replaces entertainer jobs with duelist jobs. Duelists turn alloys into unity, amenities, and naval capacity. Interesting. So instead of producing a lot of consumer goods, we just produce a lot of alloys. That's kind of cool. It also improves our army damage. That's also cool. Shadow Council. We have no interest in doing that. Nationalistic zeal. Mining guilds, meritocracy, merchant guilds, functional architecture, free haven. Free haven sounds kind of good, especially because we're going to have a lot of Federation members. Environmentalists, always a good one to pick. Distinguished Admiralty. No, thank you. Diplomatic Corps, no. Cutthroat Politics, no. Corvée System, no. Aristocratic Elite. Gain some nobles. Can construct noble estates that add additional noble jobs. What do noble jobs do? I have no idea what they do. It would be cool if they would explain what they did, though. Byzantine bureaucracy, that's just like generally a pretty good one, especially late game. I don't know, I'm not really seeing anything that really sings to me here. The one that appeals the most is warrior culture, but I don't know. I mean, because we're going to get another civic upgrade later in the game anyway, so I think we'll pass on that. It would cost us some influence. So, Mastery of Nature, I think, is what we are going to take. It is going to increase the size of our planets, which is pretty useful. And let's go ahead and pause.
Star system charted.
And let's go to Palaven. And immediately, Mastery of Nature, we need 100 influence and a lot of energy credits. We can't do that yet, unfortunately. Ooh. Just in time, we caught them about to come expanding out this way. We've had this influence for a while. I was just a little slow on the draw. Let's build that starbase. And they are expanding out this way. That's nice. Good, good. They'll take Okeron. That's fine. I don't want Okeron. I'll take Nihal, Euler, Saibon,
Star
and
system
head out
charted.
towards the Yogg. Maybe we can achieve containment if the Yogg are pretty slow to expand. The Yogg also have a ruined megastructure, a stellar particle accelerator. That's cool. I mean, we won't be able to take that from them if we're going to protect
Anomaly
them.
found.
But hey. Okay, our science ship is done out here. We're going to go ahead and shepherd it on through. So we go here, and then we go around, move here. Actually, there is one more system we have yet to explore. Let's go ahead and just explore this system. And we'll move it out here afterwards.
Construction complete.
Okay. Starbase finished construction in Nihal. And then Okeron is finished. Nice. Okeron mining station, no other orders. Looks like they're not trying to build out to Euler. Let's go ahead and move out that way just in case. We don't have enough influence yet, but we will have soon influence to build another station in Euler. We could also go ahead and change our diplomatic stance. So we're currently on expansionist. I think that's about as good as we can get. Belligerent, yeah, none of this is going to help us. We'll just stay on expansionist. Okay, cool. And yeah, as you can see, we're suffering some credit loss while our fleet is out there protecting our science ship. So let's go ahead and go to Palaven and see if we can't remedy that somehow. We are currently tasked to capacity. We have 0 unemployment and 3 available jobs. They are all specialist jobs, though. I think we could probably use some more generator districts. So I'm going to build one of these. That will give us 2 technician jobs, and those jobs will produce a total of 8 energy credits. I'm not going to build a second district, even though I kind of need to. I'm just going to find other ways to get those energy credits back, I think. Construction ship here in Euler. We are still waiting on the influence to build our starbase there. We will probably build another construction ship and start building out behind here, since that one is going to just continue working. Oh, yeah, okay. It's headed to build in Euler. Well, there's not much we can do about that. I think they're just going to take it. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can stop that without doing something very, very drastic, like going to war with them or something. We're just gonna take that one on the chin, I suppose. Is there anything I can do? Any way I can... No, I can get more Unity production. I can sell to private collectors. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, sadly. No way I can gain enough influence to build that starbase. Oh well. Life will go on.
Technology secured.
Alright, let's keep building out our science ship this way. And we are going to want to build a starbase out this way. If the Asari decide to keep expanding, we're not going to be able to beat them to the punch there, unfortunately. Not much we can do about that. Yeah, not much we can do about that. Oh well, it makes sense. There's a constant in the world there. They really want that system. Maybe they just won't build out this way, and we'll be able to snag that system too. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take that one and get energy grid, since we have a power issue right now, and capacity subsidies is always a good edict available to you, so... Back to trivia, let's build a construction ship. We have found a dormant mass relay. Yep. Where's this dormant mass relay? Oh, it's over here? Okay. Well, I thought we'd already gotten that event because we've encountered one in Arcturus. Okay. And no, they are not continuing to expand out this way. All right, that's fine. They'll just have an enclave and an oiler, and we'll spend a little bit more influence. It's actually the same amount of influence as we would have spent to get oiler and Cybon. We'll just get Cybon out of it, and we'll keep building out. Should be okay. I feel okay about this. As long as they don't come on back and decide to build out one over us again. It's annoying, but I think it's going to be okay. There's nothing they really want out here. There's a steppe world, which is pretty decently sized, but that's really not habitable for them. So I think they're just going to expand out this way and we'll be able to take this area. Okay, so let's take a look at the Yogg, because we will need to begin thinking about how we are going to protectorate them. So actually, I don't think we can offer them a protectorate. Can we offer them a protectorate? I think they just automatically become a protectorate if we demand vassalization and they refuse, and then they just become very, very weak compared to us. Tribute. Also get tribute of them. Let's see. Not sure exactly what the difference is between vassalization and tributary. I know that tributaries pay you, which is obviously a better deal. It's not the kind of deal that I think I'd want to take, but I'm gonna take vassalization here. I need to first gain superior power, so I'm gonna need to build more fleets. Let's go ahead and start working on that by spawning another fleet. We're going to create a new fleet, and we are going to add a Federation corvette. I'll just go with my own
Star
corvette.
system charted.
And that's a nice little stack there. That'll cost us 2,000 alloys to build, so we'll have that pretty, not soonish, but we get a good couple rolls on some anomalies, we'll be totally fine. Automatic exploration is now unlocked, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I want you to explore this way, please, and thank you. As for you, you can start heading out this way.
Tactical retreat.
We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Lingal system. That is right there. Strange objects have been tagged as G aliens. Take a look at them. What are they? That is a void cloud. Yeah, you definitely want to retreat from that. That's not something you want to screw with. Interesting. After we're done with the Yogg, we may decide to come out here and deal with this void cloud problem as well with our leftover fleet. Right. Scientist is now just going to continue moving. They are now stuck out this way, which is good. We want them to be exploring that cluster. Where is our other science ship that is out here? They are headed out that way. That's fine. They can keep heading out that way. So we are going to expand down this way.
Recon and research vessel under attack.
Okay, where are we getting attacked? Why did that fleet not move with us? It should have moved with them. Is it just slow? It's probably just slow. Oh, that's so annoying. I hope this researcher doesn't die. Okay, good. They got away. Ooh.
Attacking.
Okay, alright, let's deal with these
vessels.
amoebas. There we go. We're getting pretty good alpha on them. And now let's just blow up the main one, the destroyer class vessel. Lost a corvette. That's okay. Ooh,
Anomaly
got him.
found.
Alright, as soon as that science ship comes back, we're gonna snake it on back through and keep exploring. Okay. How's the excavation going? Oh, not very well. Alright, our starbase has a building slot. Don't think I care about any of those things. Yeah, I don't want to take those. Nanites, cool. Science is leveled up. Nice. Here's our science ship back. We're going to go ahead and head on back out here. Alright, now that I've dealt
Star
with the
system
space movers,
charted.
I hope that was the only one in that area. We'll just go ahead and set to evasive as soon as we've gone
Tactical
around the system.
retreat.
Odd. Oh, okay. I guess I must have already. Whatever. Yep. Archaeological site pending. Robot debris. 2 signs. Upon closer examination, smashed droids found on the surface of FLD2 appear to originate from 2 distinct cultures. Technologically, the droids must have been evenly matched when they were still functional. There are many subtle differences that hint at different design origins. Curious. A lot of synth activity out here in this sector. In the archaeological record, anyway. That is a mining station. Okay, good. And, yep, we can go ahead and build our starbase outpost right here. I think that we are going to... So the Yogg are starting to expand a little bit. You know, hang on a second. I'm honestly not so sure if I even want to still be expanding out this way. So I could. The main way that I would do that is I would make 2 claims on the Yogg, or potentially 3. This one, and this one. And then I would gain access to these 3 routes to expand outward. I think I do want to do that, actually. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no, we'll keep expanding out this way. I'll make claims on those 3 systems, I'll conquer them, and then vassalize the remainder, and the vassals can keep expanding out that way. That's fine. Alrighty. Our military fleet is still out here. We're going to go ahead and research and also survey the system. And we're going to, as soon as this science ship
Star
lands, we're going to have
system
it follow again. New archaeological site. Cool. This science ship is done. Alright, so we can send them out this way as well. Let's go ahead and make sure we do this the right way. Don't want to lose another science ship. And once they're there, we're going to have them keep exploring out this way. This science ship I want to set back to evasive, so...
Anomaly found.
Alright. Massive impact. Cool. Yogg have declared us their rival. Alright, sure. Only fitting.
Technology secured.
Let's go ahead and build right out here as well. Off-world trading company, pop growth speed, energy siphon. Could do with any of those. I think I'll go ahead and take the pop growth speed.
Hulks vivisected.
Hulks vivisected. Oh my god, that's so macabre. Wow. Alright, we're going to send this Constructo bot out here to begin constructing in these systems that have yet to
Anomaly
have
found.
their support built out because we were so busy trying to build frontier outposts. Cool. And another... Yep. We're going to set passive on this ship so we can sneak it around that planet in Wua and then head out to Kaldatha and begin building mining stations and research outposts. Deep scan of the gas giant Siggy 3 has revealed a strange new undiscovered phenomenon. Spread out across the gas giant upper layer, small pockets of floating flora. Cool. Floating flora. Nice. Wonder if they're related to the floating kelp we found earlier. Alright, there are 2 alien threats in these systems. As soon as we are done handling the Yogg, we will need to go ahead and handle those as well. Earn our keep, so to speak. And we are very close to getting the influence we need to build our last starbase out here. So we're just going to go ahead and... Oh, they want that system too. I don't think they're going to get there in time. Sorry. You're going to have to deal. You have to deal with this. This expansion's fine. Come on. Y'all can do it. I know you can do it. You've got an advanced start. You'll be okay. It's not a big deal. Here, are you mad at us? Are you mad at us because of water friction? No, they don't even care. That's good. If you don't even care, then why are you trying to fight me over this system? Come on. What's the deal?
Star system charted.
Another archaeological event. Battlefield. FLD2 does not seem to have been simply a dumping ground for broken droids. It may have served as the actual battlefield where they were destroyed. The many layers of debris suggest a series of very intense battles waged intermittently across the better part of 2 centuries. Exactly why 2 interstellar powers would want to commit such vast resources towards waging a massive ground war on a small and unremarkable asteroid remains an unanswered question. Curious. I am very curious. I don't remember how this one ends, so we'll be excited to see it. Broken Cybrex warforms. Cool. Broken remains of 2 Cybrex warforms have been discovered in orbit around Ukalan 2. They appear to have been destroyed in battle, but no debris from their adversary has been found. Either they were very badly outmatched, or there is more to this engagement than it seems. Wow, interesting. That is... Oh, that is so cool. Precursor mechs modified, giving the following effects. Planet unique army precursor mechs. Oh, those are really, really good bonuses. The only problem is this planet's not colonizable. And it won't be for a while. We will need to... valuable world allows terraform. Okay, so we got a modifier that will allow us to terraform. That's cool. Now, before we get into the political stuff, let me just finish this thought. Technically, in this mod setup I've got, pretty much any planet is terraformable. There's an appropriate gigastructure or megastructure that will allow you to terraform pretty much any planet. So, you know, there's no issue. If we want to build a planet somewhere, if we want to build a colony somewhere, we're going to be able to do it eventually. But you know, obviously, it would be better to get things done sooner rather than later. Being terraformable immediately is a pretty good way to ensure that can happen. All right, so let's go ahead and get our Unity done before we start thinking about this election. So there's a lot of different places we could go here. I think that it makes sense to probably pick Supremacy. I'm gonna check militarism out real quick. Okay, militarism appears to giving us some more military boosts. That is kind of interesting. We're gonna go for that second. It does give us some nice boosts, but this is much better. So Supremacy is going to give us the ability to adopt war doctrines, which is pretty useful. And one of these, I believe, is going to allow us to adopt a new diplomatic stance, which is also very good for waging war. So we're going to take Supremacy, and we're going to start looking at elections. So the negotiations for appointing a new Primarch are underway. The decision will be announced on 22/20/401. We can go ahead and take a look at the election status. These are the candidates. Right now, they all have basically a more or less equal chance to be elected, but we could intervene and spend influence to keep one ruler in charge over another. We're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna bother with that. Whoever gets it gets it. So, okay. This construction ship needs to come over here. We're gonna go ahead and lost Zachelius. All right, let's make sure that nothing got interrupted there. That ship needs to head over here, around there, into. Not like that. Come on. Move here. And there we go. Build stuff. Nice. Good job. Unity from jobs. That's not bad. Asari have now also got it on the rival Yogg train. Yeah, okay. Glad to see that you are women of culture as well. We're going to build our starbase in Astreus right before the Asari get there. So we will take that system. And now that they are rivaled with the Yogg, they will probably not expand through their territory. So this corner of space should belong to us for the time being. Now they're going to start building a starbase as well. You can actually build 2 starbases at once. The person who gets finished first will be the one who actually gets the base. So that's what's going to happen here. All right. So, back to Palaven. How are we doing on Palaven? We are still running a deficit on energy credits.
Star system
Now,
charted.
I believe we are very close to getting energy grid. Yes, we are. So I don't think we need to do remediation there just yet. We're just going to save this building slot for an energy grid once we get the necessary technology. I think we're okay there for now. This fleet right here, we have to make a decision about whether or not we're going to keep them around. If there are more space amoebas in this area, then it makes sense to do that. But I think that, you know, I'm just going to keep them around for a little bit here, and then I'm going to send them back, because we're going to need them when it's time to go handle the Yogg threat, as it were, and deal with this issue up here. Mysterious domes. Further survey has revealed a large complex on the surface. Interesting, so this is actually a special project. Doesn't collapse domes. Interesting. Elevator shaft plunging over 200 meters into the surface. I wonder what that could be. Definitely not anything that's going to make me regret my decision to investigate it. Definitely not. Let's keep surveying that system after we're done there. And I think that we can go ahead and start chaining even more orders to this construction ship after it lands here and begins building. We're going to go ahead and chain build orders there. And I think we're going to go ahead and expand to Murzam and then build our colony ship afterwards. We should have enough influence by then, so that'll be cool. Once we colonize Murzam, we could also send a colony out to Neshmet. We will staff that by Asari, so we will send an Asari colony ship out there. They will be under our hierarchy, but they will, you know, be an entirely Asari world. Turians cannot live on continental worlds. I mean, they can. It's just not ideal. So let's take a look here.
Special project complete.
Wow, this is a cool world. This world's actually got a modifier. That's nice. I'm gonna read that in a second. If we look at Turian habitability, their continental habitability is like 0. It's actually not even on here. I think it's classified under wet habitability, so Turians have a 20% habitability on that world. Ancient Zoo. An expedition down the shaft has revealed an entire self-contained biome within a gargantuan cavern. Creatures representing at least 3 separate tropical planets have been cataloged so far. The system is heavily automated, with a multitude of specialized drones observing, maintaining, and at times culling the population, artificially maintaining the food cycle as well as the facility itself. Interesting. Interesting. So we can try to reverse engineer the technology and gain nutrient replication. We can turn it into a dissection lab or a preserve. Where is this exactly? It's here. I'm tempted to take... I don't remember exactly what nutrient replication does. I'm tempted to just go ahead and grab that. But I think it makes more sense long-term to take the research buffs. We are going to colonize that system after all. That is on the plan, so... Signal we intercepted. A distress call from a ship in orbit around Barana 2. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. It is a derelict ship. Alright, let's take a look at this derelict ship. Then we can go back to automatic exploration afterwards. How in the world did this... Oh, it snuck through one of those systems. Okay.
Special project complete.
Crew of the ship has been found dead. What is more disturbing is that they appear to have been killed by some highly advanced brain parasites, which infested them and drove them mad. We were able to prevent our own crew from being affected. That's good. I hope that doesn't come back to bite us. Alright, so I don't know how this science ship got through, but we're just going to go ahead and kind of gently get around here, and then once we're over here, we're going to not give any more orders because I want to remember to turn its stance back to evasive. Those are those mining drones? No, that looks like a fallen Empire ship. Not sure what that is. Might be mining drones. I'm not sure. Don't need to deal with them right now. We need to deal with the Yogg first. Stellaris has been added to our collection. Let's go ahead and build outposts, mining stations and research stations there, and come on back down through here, building as we go back. We cannot build a research station there because that would require strange matter recollection. We don't have that yet, so. Okay. Let's go down here. How are we doing? We still haven't explored very far. We've got anomalies, I think, that we're dealing with, yeah. I think it makes sense to build a third construction ship. Yeah. The construction ship is not going to be able to build an outpost in the system without coming under attack, but it can skip over into Lando and build there. So I think that's what we're going to have to do. Interesting. Long-dormant energy traces in subspace and breaching points near the star's corona suggest that Higma's rapid aging was artificially induced. It appears that millions of years ago, an energy beam from a distant system was launched at the stars using technology far beyond our current understanding. That's like some Mass Effect 2 hanging threads. Remember that mission in Mass Effect 2 when we went to that world where Tally was hanging out, and she was like, yeah, something's messed up with the star, IDK, and then you're just like, IDK, that's not foreshadowing, and then, like, you just literally never talked about it ever again. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Alright, so let's keep on building back this way. Archaeological site has been fully excavated. Let's get the deets. The treaty. Our archaeologists have learned that after a long and bitter war, the two empires inhabiting this corner of the galaxy some 200,000 years ago signed a treaty compelling them to settle all future disputes with arranged and highly regulated combat engagements between robotic armies. FLD2 was chosen as the site of these battles. The treaty appears to have been upheld for nearly 2 centuries, preventing the outbreak of armed hostilities on numerous occasions, until one of the empires was caught cheating. Curious. A lot of engineering research and some minor artifacts. That's amusing. I could see me building a Stellaris empire that acted that way. No shame. All right, we're gonna go ahead and build a starbase here in Mirzam so that we can begin settling this planet, this Gaia world. And let's continue. I guess we'll just continue monitoring down here to see if we encounter any more space amoebas. Otherwise, I think it is time. Our minerals, our alloys are starting to build up again. I think it is time to build a second Corvette fleet and prepare to send terms to the Yogg. How are we doing with them, by the way? They probably are still superior. We will see if that happens after we build more ships in Trevia. We'll see. Shipyard. I'm not going to build them manually. I'm just going to go to Fleet Manager, and I have a new fleet here that's already been set. And I'm just going to go ahead and reinforce fleet. That'll build 14 Corvettes.
Star system charted.
Alright, let's see if we've got more space amoebas out here. Set stance to evasive. Special project. Ooh, Crystal Pyramid. Yeah, what's going on there? Figure that out. Oh, can't figure it out yet. Not high enough skill. And you won't be for a little while. Okay, that's fine. We're going to go ahead and have you come back here and investigate that, though. Traces of an ancient civilization have been discovered while exploring Avatir 8A. Interesting. So this is a second precursor event chain, the SLES. I am not familiar with the SLES. I've never had this before. This is one of those archaeological research chains. They come from a mod, and they have a lot of archaeological digs that happen in them, like digs pointing you to other digs, and just like in a single system, like 3 different worlds here will end up being archaeological sites by the time you're done with it. It sends you all over the place.
Construction complete.
A good bit of lore and storytelling, which is always fun. All right, awesome. So we've got that handled. Let's go ahead and have our construction ship begin working out here. This one is still busy here.
Secured.
New Corvette hulls. Let's go ahead and take the improved Corvette building speed and reduced cost. Let's see. Alluring discovery aboard on Avatir 2. The indescribable beauty of this mysterious, ruined, rock-hewn temple would be breathtaking to any who were to spend time looking at it, if it were not for its dangerous allure. Stories are scribbled on the walls, warning of previous explorers who spent days in darkness as they wandered through the temple. In the end, they were no longer able to resist the powerful visions and auditory hallucinations, nor the madness-inspired impulse to enter the temple's inner sanctum. One of our scientists sent a brief report before the ship lost contact with them. The inner sanctum appears impossibly illuminated by what seems to be a flickering altar flame. Okay, so we can go into the Cthulhu Monster Temple if we want to, or we can just leave. You know what? I don't I don't think anyone could get hurt here. Let's go ahead and take the expedition project and see what happens in the weird Cthulhu temple. Alright. Still looks like there's no space amoebas. I think we are probably safe to go ahead. You know what? It's gonna be 1 second. I'm gonna send a science ship over here. I want to see if there's space amoebas here. And then once that's done, maybe I'll explore here as well. I'll be satisfied we can send the Corvettes back home. Physics research. Let's go ahead and get... Do we want the deflectors or do we want the blue lasers? Let's take the blue lasers, I guess. And while we're at it, actually, let's go ahead and cancel this build construction. Reason being that we are about to research something that will improve Corvette build cost. So let's go ahead and pause that until that research is done. We'll be able to build Corvettes pretty quickly, so it's not a huge deal. Yeah, there's Dark Star. That's interesting star. I've seen that before. And we'll go explore over here. I'm pretty confident, however, that there's nothing dangerous here, so we're just going to go ahead and send everyone on back. And once they're in Trebia, we're going to have them dock up. They will dock up.
Special project complete.
Cybrex warforms. Interesting. Why the two Cybrex vessels turned on each other remains a mystery. After they were immobilized, both warforms triggered some kind of self-destruct mechanism that fried their neural processor. Interesting find. What happened there? There is also an archaeological site here. A precursor archaeological site. I'm not going to be able to get over there and take that system to excavate there. It'd be interesting to see how this turns out.
Special project complete.
Alright, here we go. After spending an extended time studying the remarkable features on the planet below, our science team are ready to report their findings. Science Officer Faustus... Faustus. Oh, what an unfortunate name. Caristanius has reported the science team has made several additional discoveries studying this unique planet. This newfound knowledge greatly expands our understanding of the universe. Remarkable. Okay. I was expecting something much worse than this, but that's fine. You get more maximum rivalries. I guess we probably took a risk there. If we, probably there was a risk that could fail spectacularly and we could have unleashed a Leviathan or something. I don't know. Alright, so these folks are done. We're going to go ahead and send them on Auto Explore. And this folks over here needs to go ahead and start researching. Yeah, we'll research the anomalies, and then we will also excavate the site. Alright, let's go ahead and build our colony ship. We're going to build a colony ship here. We are going to settle on Mirzam. This is a Gaia world. Quarantine beacons. Satellites orbiting the planet transmit a simple and clear message. Do not land. Extreme danger. Fallen colony. Abandoned remains of an ancient colony litter the planet. They need to be explored.
Technology secured.
Before anyone can safely work in them. Okay, that's what the archaeological site is for. So I suppose that we will wait for this before we colonize Mirzam 3. Hopefully our scientist is able to figure out what exactly is going on here and we can address the issue so that we can colonize that planet, because that planet is very, very appealing, I must say. It's perfect. We can have both the Asari and the Turians settled on that world, plus any other species that join the Citadel Councils. That'll be pretty cool. But I think that is about it for today's episode. Thanks for watching if you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.